Welcome to our series on how to answer interview questions for a healthcare assistant job. In this video, we'll discuss how to handle patients with communication barriers, a common challenge in this field. We'll provide a sample answer and share what the interviewer wants to learn about your experience. So grab a notepad and let's get started. Have you worked with patients who have communication barriers? How did you overcome these barriers? Employers want to know if you've had experience with patients who have communication barriers and how you address those challenges. It shows your ability to handle difficult situations and adapt to individual needs. Here's an example of how you can answer this question. In my previous role as a healthcare assistant, I had the opportunity to work with patients who had communication barriers. There were instances where patients struggled to communicate verbally due to hearing loss, language differences, or cognitive impairments. To overcome these barriers, I first made sure to establish trust and build rapport with the patient. I would introduce myself, let them know my role, and explain what they could expect during their time with me. It was important to communicate in a clear, concise, and empathetic manner so that they could understand me. For patients with hearing loss, I would make sure that I spoke clearly and loudly, but not too much that it seemed overbearing. I also wrote down important information and used visual aids, such as pictures, to illustrate what I was saying. For patients with language differences, I would use simple language and avoid using medical jargon. I would also ask them if they had a family member or friend who could help translate if necessary. If a professional translator was needed, I would liaise with the hospital's interpreter services to ensure that the patient received the best care possible. Lastly, for patients with cognitive impairments, I would simplify my language even further and use repetition when necessary. I would also use body language and visuals aids to help them understand what I was saying. And that's how you can overcome communication barriers with patients. I hope you found this example answer helpful. If you want to see more great job interview tips and answers for healthcare assistant positions, check out the playlist linked below. Don't forget to leave your feedback in the comments. Thank you for letting me assist you in finding your new career. For more career advice, visit my website at beconfident.io.